Let's take a look at the teams. Daniel Farke makes one change from the side, which drew 1-1 at Everton on Monday night. Carl Darlow keeps his place as he starts a third successive game in the Leeds United goal. The change to the side sees Gabriel Gudmundsson come into the much talked about Leeds back three in place of Sebastian Bornau. James Justin scored his first goal for the club when he opened the scoring in the draw at Everton 5 days ago. No player has created more chances for Leeds in the Premier League this season than Anton Stach. 9 goals this campaign for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. His last against Arsenal came in the opening minutes of Everton's 3-2 defeat at the Emirates in February of 2020. Sean Longstaff is amongst the options on the Leeds United bench once again. As for Mikel Arteta, he makes 3 alterations from the side beaten by Manchester United 6 days ago. David Raya found himself beaten in that game from outside the box on 2 occasions. It's the same back four as against Manchester United. Jurrien Timber scored twice in Arsenal's 5-0 win over Leeds back in August. Declan Rice makes his 300th Premier League appearance. He's the 5th youngest player in Premier League history to reach that milestone. Martin Odegaard drops to the bench. Kai Havertz comes into the side to make his first Premier League start in almost a year. Bukayo Saka injured in the warm-up, so in comes Noni Madueke. Victor Gyökeres comes back into the Premier League starting lineup. He hasn't scored in his last 6 league games, but he got his first Arsenal goals when the sides met back in August. No Mikel Merino for Arsenal today, and possibly for some time after picking up a foot injury. Christian Norgard comes onto the bench after the Saka injury. Or will they once again be overpowered when it's all on the line? This no place for faint hearts. Leeds have lost just 1 of their last 10 games now in the Premier League, but with those below them putting points together, they have their own need to kick on in their attempts to ensure they keep their heads above water. So a big test this league for an
change colours. And you were at the Emirates last week, Gary, for the Manchester United game. You could feel some of that anxiety from the Arsenal fans.
Well, that's the big question around Arsenal at the moment. Is the choke on? That's what they're saying in the media. That's what it felt at the Emirates. What's the feeling within the Arsenal camp? And can they put it to bed this afternoon?
The early roar as Aronson tries to pirouette away from Timber. Run all the way through to Darlow.
The atmosphere is electric in Elland Road. This is just a test.
Calvert-Lewin. Aronson, his strike partner, skipped away from Saliba here. There's David Raya.
An example of the key battle there. Calvert-Lewin has that physicality to bump these Arsenal defenders around. Darlow did it brilliantly to great effect for United last weekend. They didn't like it.
Hurried forward by Saliba. And settled down by Ethan Ampadu, the Leeds United captain. Karev. Too loose with that touch to Gudmundsson, who's back today, replacing Sebastian Bornau. Madueke, Havertz. And Ampadu did have to nudge that behind with his knee.
Havertz has done brilliantly. Ampadu gets his body there, trying to shepherd it out. Havertz leans into him. That final contact comes off of Ampadu. And we know how strong Arsenal are. The recruitment for Leeds this summer was based on getting players of 6'2", 6'3" to deal with this type of physicality.
Kai Havertz return as well, adds that threat in the air.
Saka on this side is normally the one who puts on the button. It's up to Madueke.
First corner of the game to Arsenal. You see the run of Gabriel, a Leeds head is to it. On by Declan Rice, who perseveres. Trossard. Timber. Good time and space to whip one in here, and Joe Rodon gets onto it twice. Saliba threads. And there's Goodmanson to shut the whole thing down. Straight to the arms of Darlow.
It's a fierce tempo to the start of this game. Feels like a throwback to those games between Leeds and Arsenal at the turn of the century. O'Leary's young Leeds team up against Wenger.
The return of Goodmanson sees James Justin move out to the right-hand side today. Cavalier wants to get stuck into Saliba again. Timber. Stack up to the ball first, crucially, and nudges it onto Aronson.
Declan Rice patrols that central midfield area. Stack, very good at interceptions. Leading man in the Bundesliga over the last couple of seasons for it. So there's the battle. Zubimendi had one of his poorest games for Arsenal against United last time out, so you'd expect